So it's the first Harry Potter film done in a horror-style fashion. That is literally what this movie is. Hello once again, watchers of good movies. My name is Nick Pell, and this is once again coming from my college dorm room. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the movie As Above, So Below. This is a horror thriller movie which just came out today, and so I'm going to be talking about it. Just a side note, this is also the last summer movie that I'm doing. I will continue to do movies throughout the fall as I can, but just know that if they stop coming in large amounts now, that's why. And I will also be doing a top 10 movies of the summer video tomorrow, so on Friday, so just know that. Perdita Weeks is the main actress in this film. She plays a woman named Scarlett, who is a archaeologist, symbologist. She's basically looking for an object called the Philosopher's Stone. Sound familiar? Yes, because it was in the first Harry Potter movie. That is what they were looking for in the first Harry Potter movie. It is apparently an actual legend thing. Nicholas Flamel was an actual person, which I did not know. That was one thing that I really liked about the movie, is that it dives into a lot of history right off the bat. Just talking about the history of Paris and the catacombs and the Philosopher's Stone and just all of those things that relate to the plot of the movie. And I really liked that because it filled in a lot of the gaps as to why they're doing this and why the stone is so tough to find and the presumed location of it. I don't know how much of that was actually factual, but it seemed pretty cool. The movie also stars Ben Feldman as George. He is kind of her go-to guy for translating a certain language, and it's a language that she needs in order to translate things and figure out what to do. So he ends up down the catacombs as well. And so those are kind of the two main characters of the film. There are a few others in the movie, but they're not as important in terms of roles. I know that this is not your typical found footage / horror movie. It doesn't really go into the horror-esque part of it until about at least halfway through the movie, and very much so at the end of the movie. So a lot of the movie is kind of thriller, suspense type of stuff going on right away. I was just like on the edge of my seat the whole time because there is like a lot of unknowns. You never know what's going to happen when. You don't know how all the events are going to play out, and it's just a very interesting movie, which it hasn't really been done before as far as I've seen, and I really like that about this movie. Part of that is the music. The music, just loud noises, help to just create really dramatic and tension-filled scenes in this film, which make it just really suspenseful, and it adds to that layer of suspense as well. It makes it kind of exciting and fearful, as in you don't know what's going to happen or what's going to be around the corner or what's going to happen as they're crawling through a very small space. One thing which is really unique about this movie is that the title, As Above, So Below, actually fits into the plot of the movie. That is something which is almost never done in movies in general. They'll have like a name, and then they'll kind of have their own separate plot. And this movie actually uses its name, As Above, So Below, towards the end of the movie to help figure out how to do something. And that was a really cool thing that I just really liked, because it showed that it's not just a title and then it's a different movie. And it has just a very broad relation to the title. It actually fits into the movie really well towards the end, and you have to see that to really understand what I mean. The ending is also really good. It was not really predictable whatsoever. There was events which happened, one which was in the trailer, so you kind of knew that was going to happen. But besides that, all the events, you don't really know what's going to happen. It's not predictable whatsoever, and that was something which I really liked, again, because it takes its own leaps and bounds and does its own thing with this horror movie, and I really like that. The only real gripe that I had with this movie, and I'm nitpicking at this point, is that it's a tad unrealistic, and it was unrealistic because all these like really creepy, scary things happen, and then these characters just keep going forward, just keep going lower and lower down into these catacombs, and just more stuff keeps happening. If it was me, I'd be bolting out of there the first time something creepy happens. And so that was maybe a little bit unrealistic, is that they just kept going forward and forward. So, I don't know, again, nitpicking at this point. The pacing was really well done in this movie as well, just how quick it went, and then it kind of slowed when it needed to kind of build suspense and tension, and spend a lot of time on that ending scene. So, overall, I really liked As Above, So Below. Like I said, it's a horror movie, found footage movie that I have not really seen done in this way before, and I really enjoyed it. I've seen trailers for this movie all summer at like at least 5 movies that I've gone to this summer. And so I was really excited to see it, and it did not disappoint me whatsoever. Would I recommend this to you guys? Yes, definitely. If you are a horror movie fan, a thriller, suspense-esque person, you will enjoy this. If you don't like kind of the jump scares or the really creepy, tension-filled stuff, probably avoid this. But I enjoyed it, so there is that. But let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of the movie. Did you like it as much as I did? Did you hate it a lot more than I did? Let me know. Also, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Once again, if you so choose, I'd appreciate it immensely. And as always, my people, my name is Nick Pell, and once again, keep on watching.